Hey everyone, it's Jen Seal here, and today's class, just a 20-minute sequence to help aid in muscle recovery. Okay, so this is really for my mega athletes out there who are running long distances, who are doing ultra runs, who are doing, even my cyclists who are out there pounding the pavement, right, with their bikes. You need rest days, my friends, and you need yoga, self-care. You don't have to do yoga all the time. You don't have to be a yogini or a guru, right, to appreciate just honoring your body for what you're doing to it. Okay, so this gentle, like 20-minute sequence is going to maybe make all the difference in the world on how fast you can recover. That sounds amazing to me. So share, please, with anyone you think could benefit. We're actually going to start on our mat or on the floor, wherever you have space, in Shavasana. So that just means laying down on your back. How awesome is that? All right, let's practice, you guys. So nothing real fancy today. I'm going to put my blocks away. I'm going to put my straps away, okay? We're just going to get right down to the nitty gritty. So maybe a blanket for underneath your head. That's up to you, okay? Lay back and just take a nice long stretch here. So point your toes, reach your fingertips to the back of the room. Breathing in. And draw those knees into your chest. Just roll a little on your spine. So giving your back a little massage. Good. And then reach those feet back towards the front of the mat. Maybe take the legs a little wide here. Let the legs fall open. Bring your arms down by your sides, either to T or maybe an A. Bow your chin slightly towards your chest. You want to have a nice long spine, and notice here how you're just fully supported by the ground beneath you. Close the eyes, so just close off any kind of visual distractions. Take a moment just to feel how you are feeling. So usually, when you're doing long extended activities, your body gets tired and it gets tight. So where does that land in you? Is it your hips, quads, your hamstrings, your outer hips? Is it your neck? Maybe it's your neck or your shoulders. We just want to draw our attention to that. It's good body awareness so we can maintain a level of care, special care to those specific areas. We want to continue to stay mobile and keep our joints lubricated so we can keep doing our sport, whatever sport that is for you that you love. And take just gentle inventory of your entire body now, even parts that may feel really good. And just notice if there's any tension there at all. Maybe not tightness, but maybe just a little tension, like maybe you're gripping or grinding your teeth. Maybe you're holding your breath. Maybe your shoulders are towards the ears. Maybe they need to drop down a little bit. So move around a little bit if you need to create really, just a level of comfort for yourself here. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. And once you feel you can be still, draw your attention to your breath. It's easier to get a full breath and an ability to control it if you keep your mouth closed and really focus on just drawing the breath in through the nasal passages, so much so that it fills up your belly and your lungs, expand your waist and your rib cage. So everything kind of pulsing outward on that in-breath And coming back in on that out breath. Just these few minutes here can do a world of good. It's therapy for your body. Take one more. Let's just take 3 more breaths here together. Okay. Inhaling. Expand. Exhaling. Contract. 2 more. You don't want to rush the breath in. Just kind of let it slowly, mellowly flow in. And slowly control it as you breathe out. Begin to move the body here now. Bring the feet back together. Reach those arms back overhead. And just bring those knees into your chest. Take the knees wide again. So just let your hands, your arms, your biceps do the work as you just kind of rock and roll side to side. And keep the eyes closed here. Extend the feet up towards the ceiling. Now, for a lot of us, our hamstrings are super tight, okay? My running cyclists out there, friends out there, you know who you are. I am you, by the way. So, grabbing your ankles or your shins. The goal is not to necessarily reach your feet. If they reach your feet, great, but you could just take your ankles or your shins and draw the knees down towards the floor. This is called happy baby pose. So your elbows are inside your knees and you can slowly just begin to push those knees outward. Good, and then bring the knees back in. Just hug your right knee into your chest and send the left leg all the way down to the floor. If you have tightness in your left upper hip flexor here, like your hip pocket, where your pocket would be on your jeans, you might find that your knee is lifted up off the floor. So that's just an informant. It's telling you that these little guys, the hip flexors, really need a little bit more love. So it's okay if your knee is lifted. If it's uncomfortable, you can always, roll up a blanket or a towel and shove it under there. Good. And I want you to release that and just begin to take some small circles, okay, in one direction. So you're lubricating this hip socket here and begin to take some bigger circles. And you can take it across the body a little bit, right? Open it up and then go in the other direction. If you want to open it up more, you can begin to take it all the way forward. You might hear some creaking, some cracking. Good. And then draw it back into your center. And I want you to take just the lower body over to the left side. So take your left hand across that right knee. Right arm goes down towards the mat. Notice as you hinge to your side that the shoulder here, if it begins to lift, you want to draw that hand back down closer to your body. The idea is to keep your shoulders on the mat. Okay, so try to do that. Try to keep those shoulders plastered down and just come into a beautiful twist. We're not seeking to roll entirely onto our left side, right? Where our whole right side body is lifted up off. We're just trying to isolate a little nice stretch here and in the glutes, gluteus maximus. Notice if you're holding tension. So if you can release the tension a little bit more in any area, do it now. All the while breathing, and then bring it back to center. Good. And just extend that leg down. And notice here, bring your hands to your hips and feel the heat coming off that right hip. Right? You're just opening that channel as the blood's now rushing back down that leg. Nice fresh supply. Should feel really nice. Bring your left knee in, hug it in. Good. So again, stretching the back of the gluteus maximus and the hamstrings. Good. And begin to just release that and just take some tiny circles. So start small, go and grow big. Good. Take them to the other direction, and again, you can go wide here. See, I was painting my dock today, so I was doing a lot of crouching, a lot of, now my outer hip is pretty tight. This feels really nice. All right, so you may want to open it all the way down. Hug it back in. Allow your shoulders to relax down the back. Take that right hand across that knee and hinge to your right, keeping your left shoulder on the mat if possible. Maybe drawing the left hand into your ribs. So the knee might not find the floor. That's okay. Use the hand, though, the upper hand, for a little bit of extra resistance. And see if you can breathe into the twist. You can look over your left shoulder if that feels nice for your neck. Relax that right shoulder so you're just using your hand. You're not getting, your shoulder's not involved in this process. And come back to center. Release that leg down. Reach those arms back. One more nice inhale. Bend the knees. Reach back towards your heels. And then bend at the elbows. Fingertips reaching up towards the ceiling. And just lift those hips up. Push into the feet. Lift the hips. Squeeze the glutes. And then bring it back down. With your breath, lift up. Inhale. Keep the knees kind of moving toward each other. Don't let them open. Exhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale. And exhale. Roll over onto your right side and just gently make your way up to your seat. We're going to turn and face the front of our mat. Come into all fours. So be mindful here if you have any issues with your wrists, okay, that you can always walk your hand slightly forward. Otherwise, if you're okay with it, with the flexion in your wrist, right, you can draw your wrists right underneath your shoulders. I also got a little bit of sunburn today, so feeling hot. Push through your hands, lift your chin away from your chest, drop the belly. Exhale, belly to spine, chin to chest. These can be super slow, you guys. Cat-cow can be as slow as it is with your breath, as you draw the breath all the way into the top. And then as you exhale, follow the breath all the way to the bottom. That air, keep moving with your breath. That breath is acting to move, toxins out of your body. And just like, we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Breathe in goodness. Exhale out tension, stress. So we're only that simple. That's why we move with it as well. It helps to move that stuff out. We can get stuck in our bodies, right? So we're opening the highways here. It's like traffic jam, and that's what the tightness is, right? Come to neutral spine. So if you want to come off your hands just for a moment, rotate your wrists around. Okay. Good. We're going to come back in. We're going to do modified child's pose today. So those toes stay curled under. You can put them down if you want, but this is for more stability. We're just going to walk our hands forward. Really reach long here. So the belly's kind of dropping down towards the thighs, but the arm bones are lifted and your hips are not. They're reaching back, but they don't have to touch your heels. I really want this to be about length. So walk your hands to the outer corners of your mat. And then try to pull like the mat towards your shoulders, drawing the palms down and back. You're going to feel an opening in your shoulders here. Good. Now walk yourself over to the right side. Okay? Walk yourself over to the right side. Nice, beautiful side body stretch. Back to center, come to the other side. We don't often, pay attention to the side body, but, the obliques there, they work for you too, and they need to stretch out. They help hold your core, right? Back to center. So come back up to all fours. I want you to reach your right arm up. We're going to take it through. called threading the needle, okay? Actually, let's start with the left side first. You can see me, left arm reaches up. Bend the right elbow, slide the left hand through. Bring the side of your head down onto the mat. Support yourself with your fingers or put it on top of your left hand. Okay, this is just gentle. We're not looking to make this difficult at all. If your head is not on the mat or this is uncomfortable in any way, you can certainly support your head with something underneath it. It's called threading the needle. And even if just a few of these poses begin to slowly come out of it, find their way into your toolbox, they're going to be helpful to you. So this may not be your cup of tea, or it might be like really your cup of tea. We're all different. Bend that left elbow, maybe placing the left palm on top of the right. Continue to breathe here. Continue to flush that system out. Good. And slowly come back up. So we're going to step our right foot forward. Okay, and then walk the toes, come up on, come up slowly. Walk the toes forward and hinge. So don't take your shoulders with you, just the knee. You're going to open up this left hip flexor. This is one of the top 5 exercises I feel you definitely need to have. If the back knee is bothering you at all, you want to put something underneath that. You could do that, or double up your mat if you're working with a mat. Put your sweatshirt underneath there. Whatever you got laying around will work. Shoulders are relaxed here, okay? And we don't want to like fully dump into it, okay? So feel the stretch in that left hip flexor, but don't just linger there, okay? So we're kind of trying to give a little bit of buoyancy into the pelvis. Your gaze can be forward. Your gaze can be slightly up if you'd like. Just relax the upper body. You should feel this opening here. If you were on the mat and that knee was lifted when we were laying down, this is a stretch for you. Okay. When I say draw the knee back now, okay, and fingertips come onto the mat. So again, that right knee might be bent a lot. It's okay. You want to feel it here. Again, the glutes and the hamstring. Bow your chin to your chest. That buildup can be, that lactic acid, right? If we're not careful, and it makes us feel really awful and slow, and like our legs feel like concrete, right? You want to flush that stuff out, and the rest days can help you do that really effectively. All right, so take your hands to the inside of your right foot, bring it back. Take your left foot forward. These are slow movements, you guys, because you don't want to rush into anything. I know we like to do things fast, especially if you're like competitive, right? You're one of my faster friends. But the more we push ourselves, the more injurious we can become. So we really have to balance ourselves out. 20 minutes, guys, that's all. And you can hold these poses for as long as you want, okay? You can hold them longer. Head looking forward, head is back. Head is aligned over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Good. So you're going to take it back. For those of you who do practice yoga regularly, please share how much it helps you to your other running and cycling friends, because I can't tell you how many countless people have said that their sport has improved with bringing this stuff, doing this stuff, dedicating themselves as part of their whole training program, right? It is. It will help you, I promise. I've done things I never thought I could do, and I know it's because of yoga. Bring your left hand inside, bring it back. So a lot of it's mental too, guys, right? Right? We get mentally tough here on the mat as well. All right, let's come to high plank pose. Just checking the length or a down dog here. And then hinge back. Look back towards your toes. Maybe take the feet wider today. And by wide, I mean like a little bit wider than hip width. Bend your knees a lot. Look at the eyes of your elbows and try to draw them a little bit more forward. And your hands are also spread nice and wide. Your hands are pressing firmly down to the mat. And drawing the eyes, the elbows more forward, you're going to feel your shoulder blades separating on the back, which is what we want. But keep the belly kind of, you don't want to drop totally into this. You want to pull in a little bit, keep your core engaged. And now let's bend one knee and press the opposite heel down. If you feel like you're too wide anywhere, you can come back into, a little bit more towards center. So you're pressing the left heel down, right knee bends, and then switch it out up on the toes. We want to make sure we're happy with our feet here. Press the right heel down. So if you're a super cyclist who does mega miles, you probably have really beautiful calves. They're probably really tight. Good. Do it again. Pedal. Breathe. Sink. Lift up on the in-breath, and then switch it out. Awesome. Bending both knees. Let's begin to press the left heel down, lift the right leg up. Just bend the knee and open up that hip. Good. Looking back towards the back foot. Slowly replace it onto the mat. Left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, open up the hip here. All the good things. Down dog, also beautiful. Therapeutic for the whole body. Let's look forward and let's take a step forward all the way up to the top of your mat. And I want you to take your feet a little wider, again, outer hip width. You extend the chest forward for halfway lift, and then slowly bend the knees. Draw your belly to your thighs. Grab elbow to elbow, opposite hand, opposite elbow, and dangle your head. This is so good for you. If you do have issues ever with your lower lumbar spine, this doesn't feel good for you, bring your hands to your knees and just push back, okay? Support yourself, keep your spine long. If you have no issues with your lower back, feel free to hang out. Just slowing it down, giving yourself permission for everything to stretch. Slowly, arms come down, rolling up to stand. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see me. I'm going to get a little bit cut off here. All right, reach the arms up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, both hands meet the mat again. Step back into your downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to the mat. Knees, shins, top of the toes, and reach up here. Bring your hands to your hips. So I want you to squeeze your hips. I want you to push the thumbs down into the upper part of your hips. Elbows come in towards each other, and then just lift your chin up away from the chest. You're just looking up, just gently breathing into the heart space. Good. Little tiny baby camel pose here. Also stretching the entire front of the body, lifting up. Good. Hinge back. And come into child's pose. So you can go to the modified child's pose, take your knees wide, bring your arms forward. You might even want to turn your palms up here or stack your fists on top of each other and bring your forehead down onto your hands. So onto your fists or onto the mat. Breathe here for a few breaths. Feel the back body fill with your breath. Fill up the kidney area with your breath. See if you can imagine drawing that breath all the way into your side body, back body, ribs, upper chest, upper back, all the way up into your brain. Soften your face and your jaw. Draw attention back to that breath. Following the inhale all the way to the top. Two more breaths. Last inhale here. Exhale. And slowly come up. You're welcome to stay in a kneeling posture if you'd like, or you can come on to cross-legged position. Just reach your hands behind you, clasp your hands, and lift the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades on your back like you are squeezing a pencil, drawing the shoulders down. And release, bring your palms together, bring them forward, so interlace your fingers, bring them up, press up. And then fold them forward and bow your chin to your chest. Pull the belly in. Release here. Take your left hand down. Right arm reaches up. So just kind of sealing it in on all sides. Forward and back, side to side. And a gentle little baby twist here. All good stuff for our spine. Nice, good, tall alignment and a fresh attitude. So tomorrow might not be a rest day. Pretty sure of it, you guys out there. You have a rest day and you're right back in it the next day, right? Back to center. All right, you guys. So you've had your rest day, 20 minutes. That's it. Good for you. I hope you feel better today and go get them tomorrow.